Oh shit, that worked fast. Okay. So not prepared. Well, I was prepared for things not to work. Hold on. Okay. We have basmati rice with I believe it was curry chicken, or it was chicken and wait, hold on, it was chickpeas and curry chicken. But anyway, it was good. Thank you so much. And they kept offering me more. I ate two of them. I don't need 4 or 6, just 2. Wah, 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 wah. That's the toilet bowl thing, the toilet plunger piece. Fucking day is it? It's Monday the 13th, right? It was 2323. Let's see. 2021-09-13. Man, I got things in my mind that I okay, come on, is this gonna work? Yeah. Come on, this is slow as hell. Come on. Fucking hell, man. Like, what the seriously? The cursor does whatever. Left, left, left. What happens here? Okay, thank you. Remember to guard. Oh, yeah. Okay. I know I clicked save, because if I didn't, how did the cursor move? Thank you. Oh, fuck.
Des besoins sans tenir compte de l'extérieur. Donc, c'est vraiment amoral. Mais, ceci dit, même dans la théorie freudienne, figure son pendant, le...
Across Canada, we speak with protesters and counter-protesters at Toronto General.
Oh, the hospital where the guards and the doctor assaulted me, and the black girl go, oh, well, you know, it's not racism because I'm here. Yeah, because your Aryan fucking master told you to come appease me, right? Go deal with your kind, right? So I know it's not racism, right? And then you both got charged with second-degree murder because you're a bunch of fucking guys. I should call you goofs, but that ain't got nothing to do with it. Eh? You're a bunch of fucking idiots. You're a tough guy. Hey, you're a tough guy. You're a tough guy. The best thing to do with a tough guy is let him act as tough as he wants and watch what happens. He'll end up taking out one of his own. The Aryan Brotherhood piece of shit smashed a white girl's head off a piece of marble so hard she died. 2 of them got charged with second-degree murder.
Close up, oil takes flight, business at 50 cents.
Question, merci à vous, Edith Saint-Jean-Trudel, qui a eu un beau mélange de ça et de surmoi pour pouvoir accomplir ses études en psychologie et ainsi répondre à vos questions. Merci, Edith.
Merci, avec plaisir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sur les ondes d'ici.
So that was, when they say that, those are loan words. Bye-bye, that's English. Those are loan words. Oh, damn it.
But and ultimately,
So
the situation is that your employer can reduce your pay, they can change your workload, but the question becomes, does that amount to a constructive dismissal?
yes,
And
23 hours and 23 minutes.
If your pay is
Well, now it's
reduced
23:32.
in any way significantly, then you'll have a valid constructive dismissal claim. If your hours are reduced such that your pay is also reduced, then also that would be a constructive dismissal.
Experienced longer wait times at Toronto Pearson when arriving internationally as the airport community.
Longer wait times than usual. Could you just read off what the fuck script they wrote for you? You can do that, eh?
Scattered showers.
What about the 11 dead taxi and limo drivers from that work at GTAA, that work in and out of GTAA, and or Piers, whatever you want to call it, that you're not talking about. Oh, well, they're all niggers that mostly work the cab industry. Yeah, we know. And that's why you ain't talking about it.
Downtown Toronto right now, we're looking at a mostly cloudy sky, 20 degrees, 680 news time, 7:33.
A protest outside Toronto General Hospital today opposing COVID-19 restrictions and vaccine mandates.
Now, when I tell you don't fuck with me because bad things will happen, oh, Wilson, you ain't shit. I fake you. Who said anything about me doing something stupid? I'm the canary, bro. I'm just letting you know what's going to go down. You get mad at me when I'm trying to save you some trouble.
With anti-vaccination signs out on the sidewalk, milling about.
No, there's no. That's the fourth version we've heard of this story. They've got anti-vaccination signs. Really? Because 3 hours ago it was just nurses and doctors.
Nurses were being censored and fired and not able to speak. I have one for seniors who have died alone. And
where is your anti-vax sign? The guy just said you have an anti-vaccination sign. The white guy said it. The white guy with brown skin. You piece of shit.
Came outside to stake out his own space on the front lawn.
I'm here to protect our hospitals as a place of healing.
I'm here to
and a
protect.
place of treatment. These protests should not be happening here.
Because healing and treatment are two separate things.
All the people that work behind me in this hospital.
The ER for Toronto General is 2 blocks from the front door, you fucking idiot. Who are you fucking pretending?
With a sarcastic sign trying to make a point about their message. 6 Cities Karen Seolin joins us live.
The sarcastic, you know, it's like what white people do that you don't get because you're a dumb nigger. Come on, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up.
For science. The blatantly misspelled cardboard sign he carried says, "I know more than the scientists." The other side reads, "I demand my right to be ignorant and selfish." His sign has earned the praise of many online, though Renzetti says few at the protests noted the irony.
Some of the anti-vaxxers actually think I support them.
Renzetti tells 680
There are no anti-vaxxers. There's nurses and doctors. There's no anti-vaxxers there.
Your right to swing your fist ends at my chin. So.
Yeah, buddy, you are fucking stupid. That's not sarcasm. You are. Some of these people think I actually support them. No, they were laughing at the fact that you thought they actually supported you. You have the right to wave your sign no matter what is said within reason, no matter what it says. When I say within reason, not, oh, what I think is right and wrong. There's legal fucking limits. Child porn and hate speech. Child porn? Yeah, you can't describe child porn in writing here in Canada. That's a crime. And hate speech, encouraging people to hurt other people. You want me to turn it back on? I'll turn it back on. These idiots have gotten dumber and dumber throughout the day.
For these protests, which is an idea being floated by NDP leader Andrea Horwath.
Doesn't mean that the protests won't be able to happen. It just means that we will protect people from walking a gauntlet of hate and vitriol.
But Tory says enforcement against
Now again, hatred and vitriol. It's the nurses and doctors saying you can't force us to get this shot. That's hatred and vitriol because you're not letting us penetrate you the way we want to, the way we're telling you you have to. Do any of you know what these people know what scientific method is? And his sign, I have the right to be ignorant. Yeah, you do. So some of these anti-vaxxers think I'm on there. I actually support them. Well, your sign says you do. First of all, stupid. Second of all, there's no anti-vaxxers there. It's doctors and nurses. And you're not in front of the entrance to the fucking hospital, so the ER to the hospital where patients go in. So what the fuck? What are you fucking talking about? Look online, Toronto General Hospital. Where's the ER? Where's University Avenue? Where's the main entrance? You're 150 feet from the front entrance if you're on University Avenue. You are damn near close to a kilometer from the emergency room entrance if you're on University Avenue. It's repugnant. This is repugnant. Yeah, and I'm malodorous because niggers stink, right, buddy? How about all the Hindustani doctors that when they get here get stupid? Oh, yeah, India's got a wonderful medical history, thousands of years. But you keep sending the dumbest white on the inside brown people over here. Yeah, you do. Oh, you shouldn't use the word Indian. Listen, it's no different than 2 years ago. And the girl saying that I can't call myself black because you don't say that word because I'm black and I'm proud. I said I've got diseases that make black people sick. You shouldn't be getting this close. Yeah, so if I've got them, obviously, hey, I'm not allowed to say black, eh?
Critic Marge Stiles slamming the back-to-school plan today.
So I don't know if you can hear how he's pronouncing that. He's pronounced it differently every time. It's M-A-R-I-T. I think it's Marit, but now I'm fucking not sure. Marge Stiles.
Given the tools to meet current class size requirements, but it's up to...
Okay, we're done with that. I know you people don't know who we are. That's okay. For every gangbanger you see up here, what you think is they got a whole bunch more people behind them than you realize. A pyramid is in 3 dimensions. It's not flat. 1 at the top, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5. Wait a second. Square cube law. Oh, shit. So if you go back to the videos today, the last one, and when I don't count the ones that are less than 10 seconds. I'll go through. I want to go through and delete those, but since this is 2 years of that, that's sort of a pattern. We're gonna have to just leave up as evidence, I suppose. Why you got all these videos with no sound? And no, I don't check them. Maybe some of them do have sound, but I can't tell because the interface has been corrupted, meaning the encryption's been corrupted. Anytime encryption gets corrupted, it lets you know. You just have to be paying attention. Yeah, how the fuck does that happen? You got to go through YouTube.com. I don't mean corporate. I mean the computer. When I'm referring to website names, that's not the corporation's name I'm talking about. The computer, the server. So let's roll up the split. And I think there's a minute. Ow! There's 6 minutes left before the sports on CRI. So I might have timed this wrong. Damn it. Damn it. So I brought that big pot to the church. One of the girls that works there, volunteers, whatever, said she was going to. She said, "Thank you." You're welcome. I got a fucking dozen of these things. I brought you the newest, cleanest. Well, I thought it was the newest. Somebody just threw it. It doesn't look beat up at all. I think they had the plant in there for a long time, but it did not have all that fucking fertilizer salts everywhere, which is a good sign. I washed it with dish soap and bleach. Why? Because it's going into a church at a daycare. Oh, it's not my problem. No, it's not my problem. Let somebody else take care of it, and then it'll get more fucked up. Okay, so, when I ended the video and left to go to dinner, on the way there, the city truck was just pulling up on the south side under the bridge. I like hand signal, hey, it's that one. Hey. That one. He pulls off, then comes in. They got a sign that pops up and has the lights on the back, and then they can pop it back down. And he does like I do. He just jumps out in traffic. Fuck it. You hit him, he's gonna fucking kill you, I guess. All right, he doesn't. He's got benefits. He's from here. He works for the city. Okay, I need a rolling paper, and then I got this here. It don't look like much. I could just light it and smoke it. Right? Okay, so this person does not put any tobacco in their spliffs, and it's double-length paper. So I'm gonna just mix this with some tobacco, and it'll fill. Again, the square cube law applies to cones, pyramids, icosahedrons, the 20-sided ones. So yeah, I'll get a little split out of this. And hold on, let's put it on jazz for a minute. Oh, and if you think I sound ridiculous or stupid saying what I say in response to this, hey, I think you sound stupid for saying some of it. These anti-vaxxers, there's none there. They already fucking told us. The doctors and nurses came out and then they left. Right. What about the police, EMS, fire, the first responders at Queen's Park? You're not mentioning it now. You won't even mention it. Why? Because all the people you thought were at work all day, driving home, listening to the news, getting home, whatever, checking on the internet. This is what you think is happening. So you're not going to talk about it like they went to work today. I don't think you're paying attention. Everybody's sitting at home. If they're driving around, it's because they feel like it, or they got something to go do, to get food, to get money, whatever. It's not all on somebody else's fucking command anymore. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Oh, it stinks too, eh? I'll show you the paper in a second. Oh, so yeah, so there's orange spray paint on that. So you heard us describe the manhole cover and the intersection. Yeah, to report 3 of those took 18 minutes. I know. Fuck. And this is why the public doesn't bother half the time. You know what happens if there's a fire out here? Do you know what happens if there's a fire out here? Look at the average age of the homes and the income level around here, all these different things, what the homes are made out of and all this shit, whether it's owner occupied or rented or whatever. And you're going to find that there's a good chance your basement will get flooded because somebody else's house had a fire. The 2 big things from a fire that happened: smoke damage, water damage. And it used to take 20 minutes for a house to burn down. Now it takes 2 minutes. 2. Why? Because you have fucking plastic, you have oil-based shit everywhere. You keep calling it textiles. Your carpets, made of plastic. Your curtains, made of plastic. Your vinyl blinds. Here's a product I don't understand. Vinyl blinds. Close the blinds and the light still comes through. It doesn't block light. It's useless. So.
Go bang bang, gang bang, I just bang bang. With the same gang on the same day. Get your mug stick, let that thing flag. If you say you pop shit, let that thing bang.
It's 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, almost.
Why can't I get over you? It's been months I moved on, but I still think
I got a couple things to say, but let's let the track run through.
in my head, no matter what I do. I still feel the pain from what you put me through.
Standing over you.
Why can't I get over you? It's been months I moved on, but I still think you. You're still messing with my head, no matter what I do. I still feel the pain from what you put me through, baby. I did it all for you, gave it all to you. You took your love away to me.
You want to emasculate somebody? So the neighborhood police officers, where it says neighborhood police officer, that's the replacement for Travis. Travis was the replacement for Core, and Core was the replacement for I don't remember. What is Guns and Gangs to Guns and Gangs? GNG. I don't know. You can't find that in official fucking organizational structure. The Toronto Police won't tell you. What's Travis? Hey, look at my videos. We'll be seeing you. You picked on that kid. So I signed a bullet for you. You understand? You not get that, eh? You're a big tough guy, eh? Big tough half-breed fucking... What are you? At least I'm a nigger lover. What the fuck are you? I know what I am. Half-breed nigger lover, that's me. What the fuck are you? Right, but you're going to act white supremacist. I'm a brown guy that's bleaching his skin white with cancer. Right. So you're going to pick on every nigger kid you can pick on, eh? I saw how quickly that kid dropped his bike. Now, I didn't make it on the video because you people were hacking my phone so many times it wouldn't work correct. I had to reboot it. So missed it by about 2 seconds. The kid set the bike down so fast. I never see. He's like me. He knows. I'm not going to give him no excuse. Your auntie, your grandma told you, don't give him no excuse, eh? Or your dad or your mom or somebody. And I was right there fucking taping. I'm a dog there too, eh? You pussies don't know what you're dealing with. How many gang units have we shut down now? How many police chiefs have we destroyed? Destroyed. Oh, he's on the board and this and that, and he's this and that. Yeah, a complete fucking mockery, a farce. You know, because Snoop Doggy Dogg is good because he smokes weed, just like I used to beat up nigger kids for. Crip niggas, eh? So you're paying extortion to Snoop Dogg. You're paying extortion to Snoop Dogg. And if you stop paying extortion to Snoop Dogg, oh, the Blair fucking Witch Project, eh? Do you not like how I make fun of your names? So I'm gonna point some money. So it's being reported now. I don't know how true this is. It's being reported that the man that got killed at 436 Symington was part of Chin Pack, and that the people that did the hit, even though they're dressed like my people, are somehow, yeah, blah, 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 blah. They're saying that this guy's the father of the leader, founder of Chin Pack. Hold on a second. Hold on. I don't know what's true or not true anymore, because it's all being reported. This happened in 2000 and, 14 or 16 or some shit when I was here? 2014? I was here. 5:30 in the evening. They fired a lot of bullets. Not of bullets. Well, you put some crying bitch to put up a fucking press release about a shooting, eh? The fuck's wrong with you? Hey, you told everybody about all the cameras up and down there and the daycare. There's no fucking daycare there. There never was, as far as I can tell. And I walk up and down that street every day a few times. I've never seen anything that looks like a daycare there. There are several around here. I don't see the one that's supposedly right next to that house. Right, you made that up. And remember, I made a comment. I was like, I remarked on how they're making comments in the news about his son, who always came and went with a backpack on. I was like, what the fuck's that got to do with anything? He had a backpack on. His adult son always had a backpack on. If he was white, you wouldn't have mentioned it. Oh, he must be sporting and outdoorsy. Outdoorsy. You know what an outdoorsman is? Someone who works with a gun. That's what it means. So, just to be clear, the PO, whatever you guys are calling yourself, the Project Originals. I thought it was the Project Original Bloods. Okay, somehow between 1989 and 2009, these guys are claiming to be the same guys. They're not. Asian Assassins ain't got nothing to do with PO Boys. Oh, they got one friend that, no, he couldn't have been in the PO Boys. He's too fucking young. That don't make no sense. And even if it did make sense, he's one guy. You throw this one guy's name out there over and over and over and over and over. But I don't hear you shutting up my niggas' names. I don't hear you saying nothing about PKC. Keep your fucking mouth shut about that, don't you? But we get along with PO Boys, don't we? A little better than you would think we do. Kind of like how we get along better with Pelham than you would think we do. Now all this up north shit, from where I say up north shit, Eglinton, Lawrence, all that shit. You got Crip sets fighting with each other. You got this thing down on Swansea Mews where them two idiot daughter got fucking kidnapped. And they won't tell you, but the guy involved in that, if I remember correctly, is the one that shot up the playground. Hey, all I can tell you is the guy got shot in the head and has been on the loose for another 3 years since. He's going to do some loopy shit. Right. That's on you, stupid. You made that happen. Them two idiot youths got the playground shot up. The man took a bullet to the head. I'm supposed to judge him on whether he shoots when there's a playground there or not. He shouldn't be walking the street without medical care. AAZK, nigga. Every time I write that up on the wall, the city paints it over instantly. Instantly, because they know what's going to go down. You pussies were in this building. How many times I eyeball you and follow you around you? Oh, that on it? Buddy, how many bullets fly at you and your mom's house since then, eh? I noticed you pussies fucking throw your girlfriends in front of the fucking bullets, eh? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. The Asian assassins, when they get shot at, jump behind their girlfriends. Every fucking time. And I noticed Bloods and it's a Chinese guy making these videos, the ones I'm talking about. Now, there's several different guys making videos like this, so hey, you can't pick out which one. And I noticed he keeps talking about how black gangs are influenced. They're influenced. They're influenced. They came from LA to here and kept doing what they were doing in the 70s and 80s. Yes, they did. Asian assassins, a bunch of pussy homo snitches that ratted out everybody they thought was a drug dealer they informed on. I'm one of those people. Okay, now here's how weird it gets. They got to the point. Oh, and if you know what a Mr. Big tactic is, this shit gets interesting. Oh, did I let my cigarette burn down? Nah. If you know what a Mr. Big tactic is, this shit gets interesting. This idiot's in for a life plus sentence because the cops told him to do stuff and he did it. Hey, remember when Jason Hunter and his partner smashed my head off the concrete? They scratched my computer. There's still damage on it. Uncle, we had some robberies over here. We had some break-ins over here. What's that got to do with me walking down the street using my... Oh, we saw you had a computer, right? Yeah, I don't have to give you the password. You broke the law when you did that. And, buddy, bad things are going to happen to you, white boy. How do I know? I call up their divisions. They say you don't work there no more. Where you work, pussy? Your partner got fucking nailed, dummy. So he's walking around the neighborhood. If you know what a Mr. Big tactic is, the police pretend to be criminals and then find somebody to try to hire into their gang and then get them to do stuff, and then they arrest them for that stuff. Oh, that's unethical. No. It's unethical because they're getting paid taxpayer money and Indian Capital Trust money to fucking do this shit. To just set up. It's not illegal, though. So these idiots figured that because they informed on me and because I wasn't doing anything, therefore I was going to kill them. So that's why they started trying to kill me first. Are you fucking stupid? You snitched on me for no reason. That's called dry snitching, by the way. And then you started trying to kill me for no reason? Nigga, are you retarded? And then you have to remember when it comes to saying this gang, that gang from Regent Park, whether you have to understand Regent Park has been under redevelopment for quite some time. So there's people moving out and things over the last 20 years and coming back and shit. Now, I'm going to put the music back on. Don't worry. I just got to get some of this shit off my head. So, Asian assassin killers all day. That's me. And the bitch was working at the Fresco trying to grab my cigarettes out of my hands. And like, yeah, she's at work as a cashier. Her instinct, because her boyfriend don't like me, is to grab 3 packs of cigarettes out of my hands. Really? Are you fucking stupid? You think I won't smack you in the head with a glass bottle? We're in a grocery store. Every fucking stock boy in there's got an X-Acto knife. Kind of like this one. You see how rusty that shit is? You see how rusty that shit is? I find this shit on the ground. I'm not allowed to pick those up anymore. So they're laying all over the ground, Mr. Officer, all over this neighborhood. Knives, razor blades, screw, all sorts of, like, there's sawzall blades and shit stashed all over the fucking neighborhood. Okay, we already know if I find one and turn it into security or whatever, people call the cops and flip out. If people with little kids were walking past me saying, oh, hey, how are you? Because they saw the knife, they saw how I was holding it, they saw I moved it so that the kids wouldn't notice it, and I was just walking by normal. Right, and you people call it, he had 2 knives, because they can't just call the cops and say I did something. It's always got to be double. He's running around with 2 knives. Well, I can tell you what happened to 1 knife. By the way, the idiot the vocalist on this track, just because I listen to music don't mean nothing. The idiot that's the vocalist on this track fired a shot on Parliament into a restaurant or some shit because he's fucking stupid. Then when they're running away from the police, like, you couldn't have been more bait on purpose than what you were. They run into a construction site. Guess what? There's only one way in and out of a construction site. It's a big fucking hole in the ground. You see this idiot running around. Buddy, what's going to happen to you in the feds? How many times are you going to get beat up, bro? Because we don't fuck people in the ass. We just beat them up. You're from Alexandra Park? That's nice. So you're Asian assassin. You are not connected to the PO boys. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's a big front. And saying that this man here, no knock. Knock, no knock. Get it? No knock. When they open the door, bang, 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 no knock. Ooh. And it had to be an Astro van because they said it was, oh no, it was, no, they said it had the window that flipped up. Yeah, see, too many details over the years. Why'd you kill Michael Nguyen? Why'd you kill him? Oh, it's not my business? Okay, then I'll just kill you randomly like Mark Moore does. I'm Mark Moore now. I'm gonna just start blasting at you idiots with my mind gun. Get it? Mark Moore? You're the Mark? He killed he was involved in at least 4 homicides randomly. 4 different incidents or whatever. Mark. You're the Mark. There's more of you. Mark Moore. Mark Moore. You got shot in the face with an AK-47 and lived. You people don't know what you're fucking with, eh? Oh, we watched it on TV. It's like this and it's like that. And you guys aren't real. You're influenced by people we're related to. That's Lemon Kush.
With the same gang on the same day, get your mop stick, that's that thing flag. If you say you pop shit, that's that thing bang.
Sound familiar? Those are all things I've said, innit? You're just a little pussy boy trying to look cool, bro. Don't worry, we'll get to some news or something useful, but everything on the news has been bullshit today, too. They changed the main story 4 fucking times today. Sorry, they gave 4 different versions of it. I'm not supposed to get along with, but hey, by the way, whoever these idiots are threatening me, oh, you know what you're doing, you're not gangbangers, eh? You're little fucking pussy holes. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, they're within earshot of me telling, hey, that guy, telling their dog, like the dog's gonna attack me. Your dog ain't never gonna attack me, stupid. That's my dog.
YG back on the tracks, on the crack shit, spots on the stack. Niggas don't love you, that's a fact. The Mac, no cheese, God bless me, no sneeze. Niggas see me and breeze. Sorry, no shit, tease. Got the strap to the slap, it moving like a stack. Relax, just rack, put them in a box, no jack. Roll 1 deep, never need a pack. Hey, niggas know me from north to the south. Never need no one, make my own club. I reach apart, nigga, that's my road. Niggas selling drugs, man, I'm in a drove. They all know what I'm about. Stuck in red, talk shit, catch lead to the head. Off the shits, no meds, what the fuck, on the red, stay away from the feds. On the streets, no bed, 8 deep water, I drag, I'll slow, no slip. I'll swamp me dead, this day I dread. Bitch gave me head, see my strap, they fled. 8 I know they said I don't be shit when I was in the ditch. Now pussy, I'm rich, they low, don't switch, they solid one bitch. See the flick of the wrist.
See, hold on, that took to start up. Holy man. Yeah, you pussy hole child molesters around here that keep trying to pretend I'm the kid from Brampton, and that somehow if you keep yelling it at me, I'll believe it or something. You ain't nothing. My boys roll down the streets with serious foolery, bro. No tomfoolery. We just fuck you up.
Like Saint Nick, she want my dick. She know I'm sick. I ain't that crip, that crack. I nip. I hit his lip if he talking shit. Fuck his click and fuck his gang. I'll hit the 3 just like I'm dang. She wanna hang that 40.
AK-47 on the back seat, Tech 9 on the front seat, Glock 18 equivalent on the fucking belt. You think I'm fucking joking? These niggas rolling around now. You think I'm fucking joking? You people gonna run everything? We'll just shoot you. Oh, psh, we'll shoot your whole fucking family, bro. We'll end your bloodline and kill this problem. Hey, remember, these are the guys that wanted to join the triads. Triads are like, no, you're fucking half-breeds, and we don't trust you. Oh, you don't trust us? We'll prove you can trust us. We'll rob you to impress you. This is what they did. Their first big thing, the AAZ, was to rob a triad gambling house, get the cops all up in there and everything. Yeah, they're the ones calling the cops. And you'll notice, because they're the ones calling the cops, their charges always go away. How'd you get caught with a strap in no time, right?
I bang if he owe my gang, them hollows stang, my shorties bang. She loves when I sing, she feels the pain. I'm in the rain, hit a stain if it means getting paid. And this might click, you get laid. I'm in the trap, the cop.
Ask Anthony about me. You don't even know my goddamn name. Ask Anthony about me. You don't even know my goddamn name. It's not my problem, man. Devil's Night. Devil's Night. So Halloween. Yeah, the jumping, if there ever was one, happened then. What are you talking about? Anthony don't even know my name. But you're all gonna fucking die, eh? One way or another. No, I'm dying. I got a compromised immune system and everything. What would fuck up my life? Worldwide pandemic. Wow. Now I gotta walk around everywhere with my face covered. That's horrible. The bitch at the coffee time was rubbing her hand all over my coffee while I'm entering my PIN number on the card. Oh, he's got a bandana on, so I'm gonna do this to his food. What are you, fucking stupid? I tried to pay first. I tried, like, you don't. Where's the coffee time? Hey, you're unemployed. They replaced you with a bunch of white people picking their noses at the fucking Louisiana fucking kitchen, eh? I don't need none of that shit.
Did a rate, I got that work, you know it's A grade. Back, man, you know you're rocking that wire in. You see what line to paint, man, you know you're rocking that whole strip lockdown, cuz. Hey.
Hold on. That's a Regent set and a Trippz set. What are you talking about? Oh, shit. What color are grapes? They tend to be purple. We call them noir in French when even when they look blue. They tend to be purple. Grape Street, Trippz, Fruit Town, Brim. Hold on. The brim of my fucking hat. Get capped. Oh, shit. Snap your head back. You're all gonna get it, bro.
Slow, you know me, I'm all about my dough. Gotta make sure my boys gon' glow. They love my beat, they rate my flow. My neck is cold, it's 0 below. Big wrist gon' shoot, you know I drove. I keep my heat, I ain't talking about a stove. I'm in a trap, so the food, no fresh code. That nigga wants.
The electric stove was invented in Toronto, as was the light bulb, but apparently the patent for the light bulb got sold to Edison.
Cardboard sign, earning the praise of many on social media.
My sign says I demand the right to be ignorant and selfish. And it also says I know more than scientists.
The irony may have been lost on some, but Bronzetti tells 680 News he had a very real point to make.
No, you didn't.
I know more than scientists. And I also believe our right to be free, selfish, and ignorant doesn't really supersede someone else's right to life.
Reporting live, I'm Karen Seolden.
680 News time, 8:05.
So he really believes our right to be selfish and ignorant doesn't supersede somebody else's right to life. Okay. What does that have to do with the protest or what they were protesting? Nothing. It was an employment issue. Unions. Pinkerton. Your dumbass is getting involved. This is the same fucking type of idiot. Go, oh, I started a petition to change the name of Dundas because I think he was racist. I think you're racist. I know you don't live on Dundas. Maybe you used to, but you won't. Not once we find out where the fuck you are. I'm too busy to track everything down all the time. I'm too fucking sick on a day-to-day basis to do that. But it's all on the internet. You have no idea how spy tech my niggas is. You don't fucking get it.
A place like that, I guess the better. Tory calling the protests irresponsible and unacceptable. I'm Omen Koresh.
You're irresponsible and unacceptable. Hey, how did you create a key for a city that specifically has no key because it's always open to all citizens of the world and has no wall? How did you create a key? Oh, to give the half-white kid from CBC who pretended to be crippled or whatever the fuck, while I was sleeping on Degrassi Street on a park bench. Look it up on Google Maps. It's on the other side of the train tracks from Jimmy Simpson.
In Toronto and the surrounding areas.
We know that it's not inexpensive, so the settlement agencies are going full bore, but they're going to need additional support in order to deal with this increase in the volume.
Vera Dodich, manager of the Toronto Newcomer Office, says people can get involved with the Toronto Region
false story. Hold on.
Settlement Fund by donating
20,000 people on the list to come here.
United Way, Greater Toronto.
There have been 9 flights.
Funds to frontline communities, agencies that are helping Afghan individuals and families settle in the GTA.
If they don't get here, you get to just keep the money and do nothing.
And make donations that way. The city of Toronto is also collecting large donations of new items.
You can also contact
I'm not making fun of her. I love that accent.
To support sponsoring families and individuals. Phil Martino, 680 News.
That are never going to get here.
Toronto Public Health says it's currently conducting case and contact tracing for COVID-19.
Bullshit.
At 23 different schools, because as calls grow louder for the federal government to take
Really? Because a year ago you stopped doing contact tracing.
Ontario today reporting
You were going to tell the person who's infected to track people down. Yeah, the dead person is supposed to call you up. Hey, by the way, I'm dead because I got COVID.
But for now, a survey of 10 GTA school boards finds 53 active cases already reported among students and teachers. Several classrooms and cohorts have been sent home. The provincial NDP says class sizes need to be cut immediately, amid what Andrea Horvath calls alarming reports of classroom crowding.
The last thing we need is kids to be sent home from school again. The last thing we need is kids to
we need them in schools where we can touch them and we can co-parent.
The Ministry of Education says school boards have the funding and flexibility.
She's never going to have kids, so don't kid yourself. That's not what she meant by we. Where did we get off letting them be the victims, or whatever the fuck Tory said?
There are still more questions than answers in relation to a swirling social media report of up to 30 female students at Western University being drugged and sexually assaulted over the weekend. Stuart again takes a look. It's a situation London police.
Why do you keep letting yourselves get into the situation?
The hope is people can come forward with what they know or even file a police report. Neither of those things have happened so far. It's why police and school officials have only referred to the reports as serious and troubling, admitting they're still working to clarify and confirm them. The reports have come out of Western's Medway Sydenham Hall, a co-ed student residence with space for more than 600 beds. School officials have since increased campus security there, along with guest registration, and have even offered additional student counseling. Police are also looking at
so it'll be a lot harder to track down the security guards that also happen to be rapists.
Locations. They say they'll work to determine if these could be connected. I'm Stuart McGinn. We'll check gas prices next.
680 News on 809.
I think it's 139.9, but I forgot.
Is the land we broadcast from as the ancestral territories of the Anishinaabe, the Wendat, and currently the Haudenosaunee peoples.
And since 1805, the treaty lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit.
This is 680 News.
The Mila Perfect 10 event is on now at Appliance Canada.
1776. 1805.
Free 10-year warranty.
Hold on. Did you just admit that Canada is the
refrigeration appliances?
How do I phrase this? The other party to those treaties? Did you just admit that? Did you just admit that?
Limited time offer. Mila is available at Appliance Canada.
So you used to hear about Mila, M-I-E-L-E. They make heavy as fuck dishwashers, and they also made bicycles apparently, which I thought was strange because their dishwashers are heavy as fuck. So it used to be you'd hear it on Tasco, Television Antenna Service Company. It's company. I think the CEO is just company. I would have made it Company of Ontario, Tasco, whatever. But Appliance Canada, 15 years ago, was doing. I don't know if they still do or don't. Used appliances, and they swap out an entire building at once. So you look at my fridge, you go, he vandalized the fridge. They gave him. There are so many broken and missing parts in this fridge. You've heard the noise it makes. That'll let you know how old it is. Now, see, here's a couple of things I learned, and we'll get back to the appliance industry. I just don't want them giving it to somebody else, pretending it's a new, clean fridge. No, because it'll fucking run. You won't notice there's pieces missing right away. Okay, you won't realize this one's missing, which is a good chunk. If you put anything from this shelf on that shelf, you don't have enough space anymore to use it. It's only I think it's a 15 cube. This is a 15 cube, right? Or 17 or something like that. But we just call them all 15. There's 15s, 18s, 21, 21. We have a few 10 cubes. They're small. We got them. They have for $100 cash and carry. 150 will give you a warranty. Anything goes wrong, we'll exchange it or fix it. One or the other. Yeah, I've been in this a long time. So I now know how to to totally tear apart these electric motors and clean them and oil them. Let's see, what else was it? The dishwashers. I know what's wrong with dishwashers. They have no dishwasher salt in them, and the little jets are fucking clogged up. And the plastic piece on an apartment-sized washer that looks like a plastic bag on the inside, what that's for is if it ever overflows, it'll drop the water below the level of the electric motor, so you won't die when you step in the water. Those are the 3 things I learned since my family's appliance businesses are just, well, they're closed because everybody's dead but me. So.
They are gone soon, but for now, we are still seeing delays eastbound.
Really bad time to hold an election. Students, if they're going to college or university, are often moving and setting up a place to live and getting all their courses, everything sorted out. Anyone with kids doesn't come up for air for a couple of weeks because you're trying to get them off to school and get their fall schedule going. People were on
the stupid
holidays,
school and the stupid teacher. They don't. It says this on this note and this on this note, and they're not. I know. I've heard it all.
There's a reason we fix election dates for municipalities at the end of October. The reason the U.S. has their fixed
I'm
election
running at you with a mask on like it's the end of October.
That's the time to do it because students are settled in, so they can register to vote where they are.
Shit.
People's lives are not busy with the early September transition that many people do. Again, anyone with kids in school. It's just a really bad time for an election, and it was just an entirely selfish, greedy, and frankly stupid idea for Trudeau.
You're getting a lot of minutes on the air to say the same thing.
So could we then see a challenge to the results? Could someone come forward and say, look, there wasn't enough time for me to vote. I couldn't get in. And
good luck. They didn't do it for Rob Ford.
Anything like that?
Yes, we could. And it's happened in Newfoundland and Labrador, where the election date was switched twice because of COVID and other changes were made. The mail-in ballot system didn't work. As well as they were hoping. What does that mean? The Post was suddenly flooded with a bunch of ballots, couldn't get them delivered on time or even processed to have the postmark on them so they'd be counted.
No. Hold on. That's easy. Elections Canada or elections whatever can easily deal with that.
Under Section 3 of the Charter to vote in a fair and democratic election.
It doesn't go by the postmark. It goes by when you sent it. And by convention, we accept the postmark as that date. All you need is the, what is it called? Postmaster General to say all the letters with this postmark on it were mailed this many days before they were stamped. We had them here this many days before. It's very simple. How do you always have an excuse?
Well, the Prime Minister says, well, the RCMP hasn't called me, and this issue was settled in the last election. She said, no, indeed,
yeah, because
the
they prorogued.
should be calling and should be probing the SNC-Lavalin affair.
This is like calling me and asking me when a cops didn't charge me for weed. I don't know.
Fife, a couple of years ago, I think it was 2019 September, had said that they can't talk to witnesses, they can't talk to anybody, and so it's not that they might not be looking into it. It's more sounds like they can't look into that.
There was enough evidence in the election commissioner's August 2019 report.
The people that run away and let the women get shot up, the people that shoot at the civilians, safe area.
Prime Minister Trudeau and possibly others who also pressured the Attorney General.
Muster place or whatever.
That he pressured the Attorney General and also directed others to pressure her. And that was to stop a prosecution. It sounds to me like obstruction of justice.
So the guy, I forget his name now, the CF member that ran up in your house,
2019, the RCP has not issued a statement. It's
from
ridiculous.
all the evidence that's been published and accepted as fact, as fact by the police and the courts, he could not possibly agree to plead guilty because he's too mentally fucked up to know what he's saying.
Apply to have the cabinet confidence lifted because it's a criminal investigation. And the cabinet confidence that Trudeau imposed to try and silence people and keep documents out of the hands of the ethics commissioner must be lifted for the RCMP to be able to do its job. But to sit here now for two years and say nothing, it's totally unacceptable, and they owe the public an explanation. The RCMP and Crown prosecutors must issue a public explanation soon.
Oh, it would be nice. I mean, but as far as the Prime Minister or Justin Trudeau is concerned, this issue.
They thought any of those people would do it. They'd have been fired already, just like the scientists.
Well, no, the criminal charges are not decided by elections. They're decided by, hopefully, RCMP and Crown prosecutors making independent decisions and not just rolling over. Like we have seen police forces roll over on these kind of political cases too many times in Canadian history, where they just say, oh, well, let's just wait long enough, and then people will forget about it, move on to other news, and we'll just drop it and let people walk away who did wrong. It happens again and again, especially if someone resigns their office. I think it's actually the Canadian way. If you resign your office or retire, then you will walk away scot-free no matter how bad the wrongdoing was you did in office, because every watchdog, including the RCMP, will roll over and let you walk away with your.
We know you're angry, Chomo. Fuck off. You see
no
this
record
shit?
of wrongdoing. It's unfortunately what happens again and again
Yeah,
across
keep
the
doing
country.
it. Keep pinging it. Every time I look, I want to see my head jerk around and get edited and shit.
That's
Do
why
it, bro.
Democracy Watch is planning to proceed with a private prosecution.
You're using software you found on a kiddie porn chat room. Yes, you are. And you can't get it off your phone or your computer or whatever.
And what was in the Ethics Commissioner's report.
Right. In other words, no matter what happens on September 20th, you guys can take this to court.
If the Attorney General can step in and stop it, it would be tough for a Liberal Attorney General to step in and stop it. And if the Conservatives win, the Conservative Attorney General likely wouldn't step in and stop it. But it's really the RCMP and Crown prosecutors, they have a responsibility to do their jobs properly, independently, impartially, and effectively. And that means either prosecuting or explaining why they're not. But to remain silent for 2 years, they are doing wrong themselves. The RCMP would say, oh, well, we can't make these kind of announcements during elections. Well, not making the announcement is just as bad. It's just as political.
The person you're investigating called the election. You're fucking playing games.
As it is to remain silent.
Not to mention, they did this the last time there was an election called. They said, well, we can't comment on it now. Well, they've had now 18
4
months,
years.
And they still
or whatever.
2 years.
So,
2 years.
Yeah.
Their last statement was in August 2019. 2 full years, not a word. That is wrongdoing by the RCMP.
Not just wrongdoing. It's just you wonder why people are so cynical when it comes to politicians and politics. That's one of the reasons. But the last thing the RCMP needs is more Canadians losing faith or trust in what clearly seems to be
the white people. She means the white people. The last thing they need is the white people losing faith in obviously
they don't have to always issue
as Canada's official paramilitary force.
Why they're not prosecuting, but in these high-profile cases involving the ministers who oversee
Trudeau Jr.,
the RCMP, Prime Minister,
Where's the other one?
PMO, they do have to, because we need a full public explanation as to why they would not prosecute in these kind of cases.
We'll see what happens. Duff, we'll talk again. Appreciate your time on this.
Thanks very much for your interest. Take care and stay safe.
You as well. That is Duff Conacher keeping an eye on things, and so we'll see what happens with the voting and what the results are or aren't, or the turnout is or isn't. But nonetheless, if you're going to vote, you're going to have to pack your patience, maybe an umbrella, because it takes a lot longer in these no COVID times. When we come back, we'll bat this around and all the other day's headlines. We've got that coming up in just a minute. Round one of Pizzaville.
I'm gonna fucking die.
Counterpoint. I'm Alex Pearson. This
I'm gonna have to bury you all and burn you or something, because you're all gonna die out there. Well, the whole time you're gonna blame me.
On the roads with chopper traffic. Here's Michael Dimaggio.
That's how people like you are, just completely get in the way all the time.
The fact that we rebounded so nicely along the eastbound 401.
Motions and work relocation. What most
ailleurs parce qu'on a vu en fait ça.
Louise Faringue, née
la résistance. Et c'est quand même long. Donc, on va jouer entre 75 et 90 jours à peu près, tout dépend des récits de quand le siège est tout à fait commencé. Mais on va jouer essentiellement entre la mi-mai et le 13 août 1521, le quel la date.
Dog's gonna attack me because okay. That's how you try to train your dog.
De rapport sur sa personnalité. On peut
now your dog thinks I'm one of your friends because of how you spoke to him while you were for her, whatever, while you were pointing at me. You don't know how dogs.
Les fouilles archéologiques ont démontré que beaucoup d'Espagnols sont probablement morts pendant le siège. Donc, on a réussi à faire quand même pas mal de dommages du côté des Espagnols. Et ce que Côte-Évoque n'a peut-être pas prévu et que personne peut-être de l'Empire aztèque n'aurait pu prévoir, c'est que les Espagnols vont réussir à avoir une stratégie politique dans tout ça qui est beaucoup plus politique en fait que militaire. Parce qu'on peut en fait de troupes pour affronter les Aztèques. Côte-Évoque est vraiment bien entouré, en fait militairement parlant, mais on va utiliser la haine en fait des cités-États qui n'ont jamais digéré d'être inclus dans l'Empire aztèque pour que ces gens-là se joignent aux Espagnols pour attaquer les Aztèques. Et c'est là où Cuauhtémoc, à un moment donné, va perdre en fait sa force, parce que la variole est en train de décimer sa population d'une part, mais d'autre part, il fait face à des gens qui ont une colère en fait très sourde envers les Aztèques et comment ils ont conquis les territoires et comment ils ont imposé des tribus alimentaires qui étaient très lourds. Alors c'est ce qui va mener un peu à la chute de Tenochtitlan le 13 août 1521.
Ouais. Donc il perd la force du nombre, hein. Les Espagnols sont là. Déjà, bon, l'Empire, on le disait, vacille à ce moment-là. Sa résistance à Cortés va lui coûter très cher. Il veut la mort, hein. Il sait que c'est inévitable, mais Cortés, lui, sait qu'il a peut-être plus de valeur vivant.
Oui, parce qu'il est déjà un symbole de résistance et les gens l'écoutent. Si il a réussi à tenir un siège pendant aussi longtemps, c'est qu'il a la confiance quand même d'une partie des Aztèques. C'est l'empereur, il a un statut divin, mais on a un homme qui avait, comme je vous disais, un esprit stratégique, un tacticien entre les mains aussi. Alors que la ville tombe, on sait qu'il aurait essayé de fuir sur un canot sur le lac Texcoco et c'est là qu'il a été fait prisonnier. Et Cortés le garde quand même longtemps. Il l'amène avec lui, en fait, lorsqu'il s'en va au Honduras, il va l'amener parce qu'il sait que s'il a besoin en fait de conquérir des territoires ou d'apaiser des tensions, en tenant comme ça l'empereur aztèque, les gens vont avoir tendance à moins attaquer les Espagnols parce qu'ils ont ce dieu en fait avec eux. Donc c'est pour ça qu'il est une prise intéressante pour Hernán Cortés. Mais ce Cuauhtémoc, qui est donc le symbole de la résistance, même s'il est fait prisonnier et qu'il va être torturé aussi pour admettre toutes sortes de choses, en fait, parce qu'après sa capture, ce qu'on veut, c'est essayer de savoir où est l'or et l'argent. C'est ça qu'on voulait à Tenochtitlan. Oui, le fameux trésor. Alors, c'est sûr qu'on l'a entendu au tout début de l'émission, on va leur faire subir des tortures épouvantables, en fait, à lui et ses principaux nobles alliés. On va leur tremper les pieds dans l'huile bouillante. C'est ce qui fait qu'il va être infirme jusqu'à la fin de ses jours, ne pourra plus marcher par la suite. On va les étendre sur des lits.
Plan. Yes. See, Soccer is organizing destruction campaigns across the province. So, I think it's sad, but I think the real challenge is, I think it's twofold. I actually think there's a pathway in Canada because the way our parliament works is not a two-party system.
To get here, but it's all worth it.
The 2021 Ford Escape has an available.
Les Aztèques vont avoir moins tendance à attaquer les Espagnols.
It's driveway hockey. Dodge Garage Doors have dent resistance, higher insulation, and the best warranty. The Dodge Doors Fall Sale ends September 30th, so buy now and save up to $1,000. It's not just a garage door, it's a Dodge door.
DODDS. No one does it better than Dodge does. No one.
As the pandemic continues,
It's never been more important to get trusted information.
for the latest on the COVID-19 numbers, the vaccine, and everything you need to know.
Remember, they didn't give us the numbers all last week. We're going to start reporting on the vaccination numbers. That's fucking useless information.
Vulnerability flagged by a Canada-based internet watchdog group. Researchers at the University of Toronto Citizens Lab say the flaw could allow hackers to directly infect iPhones and other Apple devices without any user action, and allow spyware for the world's most infamous hacker-for-hire firm, NSO Group, to directly infect the iPhones of a Saudi activist. The lab says this was the first time a so-called zero-click exploit had been caught and analyzed. Security experts say average iPhone, iPad, and Mac users generally don't need to worry. These kind of attacks tend to be highly targeted. In a blog post, Apple said it's issuing a security update for
so only the people who really hate you are going to do this to you. That's like saying don't worry about rapists and people breaking into houses because it's usually targeted. What the fuck?
Brothers, and we've got something that's going to blow your...
Laura, I was telling you about.
Jeez, Bill, way to take the wind out of my sails.
You're just full of hot air. But this PB9010T backpack blower is the most powerful Echo has ever put out, with 80 cc's of power. It has redesigned straps for a more secure fit. It's a commercial landscaper essential.
You'll be a fan of this backpack blower from Echo. In stock at
What exactly do you need it for?
OOYBROS.com.
From part-time to president, cubicle to corner office, dollars to dividends, newly employed.
Because Elections Canada wasn't prepared to get this many people through in such limited resources.
What limited resources?
Oh, Robin, sorry, that was for you. I hear you.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it's interesting that we're seeing such low voter turnouts, even though we're talking about the early polling days, because I thought we were told a couple of weeks ago that this would be the most important election since 1945, and if people aren't turning out, then I guess that wasn't true after all.
Who told you that?
I mean,
they're all good. Oh, there's this idea out there, that idea. No, you're fucking making this shit up.
I mean, just based on the timing of the campaign, we're just
Who
starting
said that?
into September right now. Parents are getting their kids back to school. We're looking down the mouth of a fourth wave. And I think the urgency that we've seen in previous campaigns, particularly among, I think, progressive voters, we heard certainly in 2019 that progressive voters needed to get out and cast their vote to prevent Andrew Scheer from becoming prime minister. And we've heard a lot of that in the previous election about how we couldn't afford 4 more years of Stephen Harper. I think what's happening this time around is that there isn't that much daylight between the top 3 parties. I mean, certainly if you dig into the nitty gritty, there's a lot of difference in the actual policies that they're proposing. But if we're talking about fundamental outlook, we're talking about what are these parties talking about, what are they standing for.
Yesterday with that fish.
There's not a whole lot of difference. So I think a lot of people may just decide, you know, well, Aaron O'Toole doesn't look that scary, or, well, maybe I'll stick with the devil I know and simply not go out and cast their ballot this time. So it'll be really interesting to see, but I don't think we're going to get anything close to an astronomical turnout or even an average one.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Jamie, conservatives will line up for days. They'll stand in the rain, sleet, whatever. They will vote. The problem is for Justin, if people don't go and vote, you know, if you get the millennials and they look at the lineups and the holdups and say, well, an hour and a half, I don't know, wait, that they don't show up. That doesn't work well for him.
Yeah, I also think even just the logistics of all this. Of course, everyone talked in the early days of this campaign, I think somewhat clichély, that no one was going to pay attention until after Labor Day. I've heard Canada Post is actually delayed in getting voter cards out. I know ours only showed up on Thursday, day before advance polls open, and of course
we don't need it.
But anyone who has kids going back
You're
to school,
the same people that everybody has a phone. There's vaccine passports, okay? What's your problem, bro? Look it up. Elections.ca.
Logistically, I just don't think it happened. But, you know, I think this is actually probably a real curious thing to watch on is voter turnout and what that looks like.
It's literally a piece of junk mail. It means nothing. And they do this every year.
Be able to vote on election day.
Information if you don't need it. You people aren't checking off the box on your tax return. It's the problem.
I think the really big thing. I don't think Justin Trudeau's
motivation.
His base is going to be as motivated as they have in the past. There are a lot of people dissatisfied with kind of politicians' false stripes, and I think he probably wears that more than most as the incoming prime minister with the lackluster performance. And I think conservatives, as you kind of hit on, are very motivated to come out and vote Justin Trudeau out of office.
He's got more likes on his Instagram than you do.
Compared to the other parties.
And no matter who wins September 20th, there's going to be a huge lasting impact, Robin, on this election. There's going to be a lot of divisions sowed across this country. And when he had his editorial meeting,
stay out of this division.
Last week, Justin Trudeau acknowledged, he admitted the election he called has really crystallized the whole issue of things like vaccine mandates. He's fully aware that politicizing this is polarizing people, and he's okay with it.
You know, we're a long way from sunny ways. I think that's for sure. I mean, it's really too bad to get right down to it, because I think prior to this election, there was agreement between the major parties in terms of the handling of the pandemic, but we didn't see divisions really along party lines when it came to things like masks or vaccines or...
There were no vaccines!
Or those sorts of things. And
you've had nothing but divisions of party lines about vaccines.
Really, the Liberals doing it, seizing on something like vaccine mandates, and saying, well, Aaron O'Toole is the guy who is provoking these people to come out and protest outside your hospitals. Of course, there's no evidence of any connection to the Conservative campaign, but that's what Justin Trudeau is coming out and saying. And I think that has an effect, because people hear that and they believe it. So certainly
there were nurses and doctors out there today, and we caught it live on here, and I bet we got the shit deleted anyway.
Dividing along partisan lines, and I think a lot of that's been erased throughout the course of the campaign.
But Dr. Tam last week, Jamie, said there is no data, no evidence, no studies even done to show that vaccine mandates work. And yet here we are politicizing the crap out of them, and no one's really calling the prime minister on that. I mean, it's dangerous. People need to be vaccinated. The hesitant are going to dig in their heels. And that's
people need to be.
The leader
You're
of
the same
Liberal
people
Party
that spray
decided
bug
this
spray
should be
over and over that
politicized,
doesn't
and yet
work.
No one calls them on it.
And then it's our fault you get
Yeah, I
cancer.
think there's kind of like two things there. One, that Dr.
That's
Tan
what
saying
happens.
that there are no studies kind of data to show that vaccine mandates work. I don't think we've seen a global pandemic like this with a vaccine available so fast to actually kind of prove it. So this really is a real life test case. What is clear is that vaccines do work. Yeah, you look at how mild the most recent wave in the UK has been, and they were the most vaccinated country in the world.
And they also canceled vaccine mandates. So there's that.
Again, like I'm sure that
It's just like smoking. You force them to do it, don't make it happen.
It just there's a lot of politics driving Justin Trudeau's way.
Longest life expectancy in the world, highest rate of smoking is the same country.
Is we know, as a matter of fact, that marginalized communities, those lower economic, lower income neighborhoods, and those.
This is supposed to trick us into going, I want to we don't give a fuck.
For a variety of historical reasons, all individual and unique in their own.
Historical. No, you're doing this shit today. They're all separate reasons. No, it's one big systemic reason. You fucking asshole. You're a bootlicker and a whitewasher. Look at
September
you.
20th, then we'll have to, and whoever's leading on Tuesday will have to deal with the fallout.
You just tried to deny systemic racism on one hand and then play it into a thing for us to go, I want my vaccine. You're stopping me. Why are you stopping me from having my vaccine? It's not going to happen, bro.
Things, including comments that a professor at U of T said about 9/11, commenting basically that, Americans are at this again with their dumb little annual pity party.
How about 18% of the population, 27% of the cases?
In round two of Counterpoint, brought to you by our good friends over at Pizzaville, here on Point on Global News Radio.
I'm director Clint Eastwood. I used to be a cowboy.
Not one of these people. It's all a moot point when you realize China just approved 4 new vaccines for new variants. And you're still arguing over getting your 3rd dose or whatever, then forcing me to have 3 of them while denying those doses to other countries. We're already on to the next thing. Your medication don't work and you want to force me to take it. Wow. That is greasy. This is some type of lemon kush thing. I need another source of music. Fuck. People need to be vaccinated. Why? Why? You say it as it's rote to you, but why? And then they're all say, yeah, well, this has never been studied before. No, well, each individual issue has, and you're taking the exact opposite viewpoint of it to what all the studies have shown. That is a beautiful sound. But you got a problem with Jake breaks. I'll put the music on. Yeah. Is it JFK or somebody that fucking... Who the fuck was it? How old is Trudeau? What's JFK? How old is Trudeau? He was one of these fucking politicians that told Trudeau, "Oh, you're gonna grow up to be prime minister just like your dad." He's such a stupid thing to say that it happened. He's a drama teacher. He does brown face and black face, and I think when minorities throw pennies at him, Canadian pennies, he should be required to start. But he should put on his makeup and do his black face, brown face routine. That's what I think. Why the penny the one they leave it? The penny's the only one that's brown. Is that why they leave it on the ground? It's like they're bronze. They're bronze. Let's see if that works.
Every time I drop a track, my hey.
source. C'est moi. Mais qui? Mais qui? That is nasty. How did that get in my eyeball? The question is, how do I get it off?
YG back from the tracks, my crack shit's back to the stack. Niggas don't love you, that's a fact. Eat the Mac, no cheese. God bless me, no sneeze. Niggas see me and freeze. Shorty no shit.
Hanging out at the McDonald's, eh? Dufferin, they're the one. It's gonna be gone now. Dufferin and King, it's gonna be gone. I heard they're gonna knock it down or whatever. They're putting condos there or some shit. They ain't gonna be the hood no more. What they did to Regent, they're doing to Parkdale too. They just did it two different ways because Regent Park is like it's a community. It's I don't know how to explain. Every neighborhood's laid out different, right? It's bigger and smaller and shit. Parkdale's basically in square area, a lot bigger. And the borderline is sort of fuzzy. I'm on DuPont. This is Parkdale now. Fuck it.
He's got strapped to the slot, they moving like a stack. Relax, just rack, put him in a box, no jack. Roll one deep, never need a pack. Hey, niggas know me.
No jack in the box, man.
From north to the south, never need no one. Make my own club. Southside, Regent Park, nigga, that's my road. Niggas selling drugs, man, I'm in a drought. They all know what I'm about. Stuck in bread, talk shit, catch sled to the head.
Hey, let me push. That's let me push.
Stay away from the feds, on the streets, no bed. Hey, deep water, I drink, I'll school, no slit. I'll swamp me dead. This day I dread, bitch gave me hit. See my strap, they bled. Hey, I know they said I don't be shit when I was in the ditch. Now pussy, I'm rich, they low, don't switch, they solid one bitch. See the flick of the wrist, I'm awesome shit, talk shit, get hit, fake punk on me lit. I keep my stick, I let it flick just like a pick. I'm in his house like old Saint Nick. She want my dick, she know I'm sick. I ain't a crip, that crack I nip. I hit his lip if he talking shit. Fuck his click and fuck his gang. I'll hit the three just like I'm dang. She wanna kang that booty I bang. If he owe my gang, them hollows dang. My shorty's pang. She loves when I sing. She feels the pain. I'm in the rain. Hit a stain if the means getting paid. And this my click, you getting laid. I'm in the trap, the cops did a raid. I got that work, you know it's a great.
So the Maple Leaf, even on the pack of matches, they put, and it's on both sides, and they're fucking made in the U.S.
Hey.
See the tomatoes.
Hit him with a slug gun, make him move slow. You know me, I'm all about my dough. Gotta make sure my boys gon' blow. They love my beat, they rate my flow. My neck is cold, it's 0 below. Big wrist gon' shoot, you know I drove. I keep my heat, I ain't talking about a stove. I'm in a trap, on the food, no fresh code. That nigga wants beef, my strap gon' blow. Every time I drop a truck, my cloak gon' grow. Made sure he told me, don't love a hoe. I should've known that she was right. Because of that, we really tight. I'll bust my strap if she gon' fight. Hoodie on, alright at night.
I really want to just end this and not turn the talk radio back on. So see how far I get.
I'll show my might, never flight. 40 with the beam and he inciting. I ain't missing, I ain't slipping, never tripping. Coke I'm whipping, check my waist, I'm really dripping. Packs I'm flipping, niggas talking, niggas stitching. Trigger finger really itch for fake. Niggas that want me dead. 9 on me, a 2 in the head. These niggas run to God like Ned. Check my flag, it's really red. Married to the game, not newlywed. Niggas watch my every move. They just wanna see me lose. These niggas lost like Blue's Clues. My flow is sick, it's got the flu. Hey, I make red, just call me Dempster's inner mouth, just like a denture. I am icy, looking pressure. Fuck that bitch, I'll never miss her. She respect me, call me Mr. Since she left, I have been better. Really wish I never met her. Page these niggas like a letter.
I'm not gonna make it to Beijing out. I'm not gonna make it to Beijing out. I know that. Low rise.
Welcome to Mi'kmaq Matters, a podcast about the Mi'kmaq people and the Qalipu First Nation. I'm Glenn Wheeler.
I can't learn right now. That's right, this one. Forgot about that. Persistence is key to the resistance of homes and keep
It's on now. You made a murder from life. For all you fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the off the ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the gun and we'll make sure you die for the bill. It's on now. You made a murder from life. For all you fakes perpetrating, living lies in your life. All the off the ass kids in the trap claiming skill. Live by the guns, we'll make sure you die for the bill.
I run at you like a maniac with a pencil, fuck the trigger finger, because killing you simple.
And I put my name up on your mom's wall with a stencil.
Because he's about to attack, they tell me to relax, to stop and take a breath. But the only way I'll get better is by witnessing your death. You can't stop me, motherfucker, from getting to you. Ain't got no armor on my chest, but I'll still get through your crew. These drugs they have me on aren't affecting my brain, but the anger that I'm feeling is causing me pain. I'm coming for you, and there is nowhere to run. And when we meet face to face, you know it won't be no fun. Your end is coming near. Can't you feel it's close? Even if I die before you, you'll still be harassed by my ghost. I'll get you any way I can, whether you wake or asleep. Just wanna see you die before I'm fucking dead in these streets. It's on now.
Yeah, you already know who it is. It's your boy, Playboy Bandito. Rocking my man Tycho here in Vintage.
Can't eat, I'm anemic.
Welcome to Mi'kmaq Matters, a
Wow, bro,
podcast
I know.
about
See, what I just say,
people, politics,
persistence.
land, and water.
Persistence is key. I'm not gonna learn this right
Yeah.
Riding is official, banging out an issue. Just got fucked, waiting on the whistle. My track bangs loud like a pistol. One bullet turn a nigga to a pistol. Rhymes not stable, body's not able to hold it. So I ease down with the potion. Hanging with the hypno, I turn right open. Nobody slam, snapping in a full clap. Head wide open, barrel still smoking. Look that close when we're in motion. From the day I got my flow, it got stolen. Young niggas, drunk niggas, crazy like the omen. Leave it wide open, gushing out engines. Live niggas riding up 7 in the morning. Catch a Wally on it, walk him right on it. Knock him out his legs is late, and it's Jordan. They don't got stripes cause they fighting just to earn it. They don't got bridges in my city cause they burned them. We the white cheese, we the higher for the murder. Put a couple cheese on your life like a shirt.
He's a psychic, but he's got a natural trouble.
Controller, niggas like this, calling me a me, I'm just a general, defending my soldiers. It's all the work, that shit like a controller.
Niggas lying, see they riding in the house. Tired of on these niggas for the scotch. If I let it clap, he ain't never coming back. I was that drunk, I ain't never going back. Take a walk on my...
It's haunted. They just cut her right off, I think. They got some kind of issue about a sexual assault or something, and they cut her right off.
It's constant, welcome to the block. Every nigga's constant, guns by the Boston, houses like trenches, 80-year-old men buying work with their pension. I remember running from detention, now running from the government and the West detention. 24K change looking like a lemon. Doing what is getting cracked, nigga, I got it. She wanna escort, she an expert. Larry Clarence, so she famous for the expert. She only shake it, she ain't no dancer. Booty hanging and it look like her back there. Pussy cat all black collar cancer. Bustin' wide open, I don't need a password. Booty still smoking, ain't worried about cancer. Worried about guns, money, and the slime.
Niggas like this, calling me a cobra. I'm just a general, defending my soldier. It's all the work, that shit like a controller. Niggas like this, calling me a me, I'm just a general, defending my soldier. It's all the work, that shit like a controller. Yeah, the work, it's something like a stroller. Me, I like a hole in the size of a donut. They only love us because they blow up, but they get older. Yeah,
problem is these commercial breaks aren't so fucking long.
The federal election campaign yet, so we'll try to help with that.
I don't even know. I don't even want to know what that was a commercial for. Don't blow my buzz.
You want to hit the bottom?
Breathe.
Fuck yeah, fast. I had a dream that right now, baby, might get that shit's on counts. I think now, bail, G. Adam Steele, cause I'm real, cause I'm killing what they do. So I'm wrong, you get stuck, bitch. Got to beat the other niggas, the things to be fucked with. Make a move to be your last drink. You got a clip, I got a clip. Let's play a game of who last first. Take a rule, shit, try.
Probably an ambulance. I'm not sure.
Yo, you better strive for your ride and fuck around and get that high flow. Don't even shut up.
They used to all have different sirens. Now they try to confuse us.
Hell no, I won't roll up. Somebody should have told you. Fuck with the breeze, you rolled up. Spit up niggas off the pavement, break the flip. 16 shots, one in the chamber. I ain't saying so. What's up, nigga? So what's up, nigga?
What's up, big baby? Check this out, man. Come on, big. If you want a conversation, man, you know he can go, big baby. So wait, don't start that conversation for me, baby.
I'm straight up hustle, slinging a thing. I'm making sucky see myself big, breathing to the tension. I try to get away, I like I live in a perfect example of a typical what, nigga? Stereotype. I'm taking it down, I'm around, I ain't playing tricks. So my breed is outrageous, ain't no more with you. You pissed me off, you barn, hit a thunder, son. That's a warning, you done fuck with the wrong one. But that was last year, now I'm coming 93. Send a bash it out to the phone and DLC. That's when I step, yep, believe that the real goes out, spitting on niggas that couldn't drop a nail. So what's up, nigga? So what's up, nigga?
Check this out, big baby. Read, kick it conversation in a 9-3. Yes, 1983, nigga. Hey, get your weapon and keep stepping.
I'm a motherfucking menace, and that's the reason I'll be kicking verses. And can you swallow this? I got more followers than churches. I'm back in the gap because it beats like that. And if you drop from, believe me, nigga, you gon' need the gas. Kids get kidnapped, cut up with axes. And they can focus up and still not fucking tax. What am I when I'm a pro? By my own kind, simple with his mind. You expecting me to check mine. Well, he's a hoe, and he know it making pennies. Back in the day, as big as Phil's paying rent. I'm making top dogs, deep, who I want to be out. You selling these, man, please, that ain't how I survive. It's the flash of the motherfucking Jacksons. If you ever try to put the gate up and bust it that ass right, put you on a blast, put your shit, that's together,
You're listening to On Point with Alex Pearson on Global.
So what's up, nigga?
Check this out, baby. Hey, I'm back again. Hey, for the motherfucking G. Hey, I'm back again, man. You know what I'm saying? And bring this keep that conversation with your ass.
We know that they were drugged and sexually assaulted at Western University over the long weekend. But I've tried to figure out, I've reached out to talk to people. I don't know if this is a game of broken telephone. I know that the school's investigating, but how does this story actually unfold and what's true and what's not, Glenn?
Well, that's honestly the worst thing here. So far, it has been a lot of allegations, enough that I would say that there has to be some truth to this.
Any idea how this process normally works? Because I do, and I don't think you do.
As of now, they've taken it so seriously that the London Police Services is investigating these allegations now because no matter what, this is true. But all in all, what we can discern from the truth is that within the past just over a week, there have been reports of sexual assaults on campus. They may not be related to this one, but it's also a university campus, and it's sad to say this isn't foreign territory for that. So Western is saying it's responding, but just you read from student reports or anything online, like you said, and that's the problem. It could be broken telephone, it could be a rumor got out of hand, but there have been reports that there's students saw other students in the hallways passed out or throwing up increasingly the next day, or even some reports that some people got injured. I would say that just out of the rumors and what we see, there has to be some truth to this. I can't say at any level how true it is or how much these allegations are there, but 30 females saying that this happened, that seems like too big of a number just to be a joke gone wrong.
Well, yeah, again, and you know, I've covered enough of these things on university campus, like University of York has had several issues with sex assaults, and that it's not unheard of. But you know, we're into week 1 of school, so
They're getting into these situations.
Is this a hazing situation?
It's what the fuck do you call a female misogynist? What the fuck is going on here?
There's something going on.
No, do you see the role reversals taking place here? We got the male feminist prime minister.
What you're saying, that's what I want to believe too. There has to be something going on. Like, this has to be a hate prank gone wrong. I've read rumors, and once again, these are allegations, so I don't want anyone to say this is the truth, but that this could have been from a party that people were just handing out drinks, and all the drinks at this party were spiked. But once we don't know. And the best case scenario is if this was a one-time incident that just became this. And worst case scenario, we're looking at something much deeper and much more malicious in the form of any type of culture environment. Not saying Western allows it or promotes it, but clearly there is something going on here. And like I said, best case scenario is this is some type of hazing.
What about York University? I swear they're going to touch on the subject just barely, right before the end of the...
Yeah, but so you and I were talking kind of off air about it, and this was not something that came really as a surprise to you.
No, it hasn't. I mean, it's so far beyond universities, the culture that we've created. And the entitlement to women's bodies in particular, and also the bodies of other marginalized people, queer people in particular.
Men's right to women's body. What are we talking about
here?
Here?
Really where this all gets together, where all the issues of culture come out, because it is like its own mini culture. So like Glenn,
you mean rape culture or school culture? What are we talking about?
You're making up your own rules. You're living by new rules.
Yeah, so if this was an issue that was already present in society at the university level, it's going to be for sure amplified.
Has this not been going on for fucking decades?
Like Glenn said, you could be at a party.
I'm almost 40. They were telling us about this when we were 15.
A bunch of drinks in a massive cooler. Jungle juice, it's frequently called. If that jungle juice is spiked, you go to this party, even if you're not talking to someone, or you guard your drink.
Pass me a drink and then here, just take a sip of this. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not surprised at all by this.
See, she's not surprised.
Look, again, we don't know how much of this is true or not. My issue, though, is that the university, and we saw the same thing with any high-profile university or any kind of high-profile situation, they always hide from it. It's like, well, we're investigating. Well, just come out and say something.
Yes and no, but they can't come out and say, oh, a whole bunch of people got raped. They can't say that.
It's the saddest thing. I'm reading reports all the time where, like this one girl I was reading, she says she's a first year. It's happened within the first week this happened. She can't feel safe at the campus, and for the rest of the time there, this is going to weigh over her entire experience. I honestly would not.
I remember this woman earlier today said, "There's no reason these women can't get good grades." What the fuck?
Such a massive thing.
Go back to the last video.
Whether it's true or rumors, that's a massive deterrent to a lot of students. I know personally, even as a male,
that
would freak me out. I would be second guessing every drinking party I ever went to.
Yeah, well, again, you know, don't let the headlines be created by the media. Get ahead of the story and clarify what's right and what's wrong, and get it out there and reassure parents and kids on the campus that everything's okay. We don't have enough time. I was going to talk about weed charity. Maybe we'll save that one for tomorrow.
The weed charity, which used to be called Feed the Children, then they changed the name, then they got caught. So that's why you don't associate. What the fuck is weed charity? Feed the Children Canada.
All right.
You might have given them money at some point.
We'll get to news at the top of the hour. When we come back, Mr.
never heard of weed
will
charity.
explain why Dr. Tam can't explain why there's no data to back up all this politicization of the vaccine mandate. We'll do that next. Stay with us here. Alex Pearson.
Which mandate? There's no single mandate. Hold on. Hold on. There is no vaccine mandate. No one single. I'm not required to get a vaccine. Go fuck yourself. I got a better antibody response than you do. Besides, I'm immunocompromised. Vaccines don't work on immunocompromised. It's that simple. Like, you can jab me with it. I don't have enough blood cells to do what you expect. It's not going to work. It's 2 in the morning in Congo. I don't know how long I'm gonna make it through this fucking shit.